What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to another story time. Appreciate all the love y'all been giving on these videos. They've been going fantastic. Thank all y'all so much for it. But let's get right into this amazing story time I have for you guys today. This one is the time I got cheated on, volume one. Yes, there's gonna be multiple volumes of this, but let's get right into this one. This one was the summer of my ninth grade year when I was coming into my ninth grade year of school. And back then, I was on the swim team in my neighborhood in the summertime and stuff like that. And, I was with my friends. Now, I wasn't the best swimmer out, but I wasn't the worst swimmer either. So, we usually would swim with, multiple people and stuff like that. And, there would be swim practices and all that stuff. And y'all will know the name I'm about to say. He's been a part of my other story times. We'll call him L. Most of y'all know L from all the other story times that I've had with him. He's gonna be in a lot of story times, y'all know. But L was a ladies guy, real much. He always, any girl he thought he wanted to talk to, he would go talk to. So literally, he'd always be talking to multiple girls at swim practice, even though you're supposed to be focusing on swimming and stuff like that. Nah, but one day we were at swim practice and we're casually swimming, and L introduces me to one of his friends that he just met. He just started talking to, just out of nowhere. And we'll call her name's Tay. Now, Tay was a light skinned, real nice girl, stuff like that, but she was definitely a tomboy, stuff like that. But I vibed with her, she was really nice, really kind, stuff like that. Definitely to me when I was talking to her and stuff like that. So, I would just talk to her normally. Usually, it'd be me, L, and Tay. But sometimes, me and Tay would just start talking, during each swim practice. Every time we went to swim practice, we talked to each other, just, have normal conversation, stuff like that. And then we started, she got my number and I got her number. And, we started texting back and forth and stuff like that, FaceTiming during the night and all that. And then we slowly started, like, hanging out, going on dates. Now, let me explain the dates to y'all. I didn't really have money back then. You got to remember, I'm getting right into ninth grade. I barely had any money, but I needed to show her that, like, I was worth it because she was 2 grades above me. But I need to make sure that she knows that, I'm not no chump out here. So, the best place that I thought of was Six Flags, because back then my dad had you would call the season pass to those places, and the season pass usually gave you multiple foods. You can get like 2 or 3 foods a day and stuff like that. So I would literally use the food passes to get us both food and all that stuff, and use it as a flex, stuff like that. So we would go to Six Flags, probably like twice a week because it was the summertime and stuff like that, and I really had nothing to do, and neither did she. So we go like twice a week, hang out, get food, stuff like that, talk, have conversations, ride the rides, and we were having a good relationship, stuff like that. And then one day, I decided, I wanted to ask her out and stuff like that. So I asked her out, and we started dating. And in the beginning of when we started dating, she told me that this guy we'll call S. S was a guy who was her best friend at the time. Her best friend liked her. That's what she told me. And she said she didn't like him back. So she gave me S's number and she wanted me to text X. And I texted S and I was like, hey, bro, I'm dating her. You got to back up, stuff like that. Just normal stuff like that. And, he was pretty chill about it. He said, he was going to back up, stuff like that. And I said, okay, cool. We kept it pushing, stuff like that. Now, you remember he was 2 grades older than me, but I didn't really care back then. I was like, hey, yo, bro, it's my girl, so it didn't really matter to me. But so literally we would just sit there, talk all the time and stuff like that. And one week, I just get very busy. I was at school. School started, and I had to, start doing school, and I was doing homework, and I was running behind. I wasn't the best student, so I would literally be running behind on homework every single week. So one week I decided just that, like, I wouldn't be able to like hang out or really talk too much because I was really focused on doing all my schoolwork. So one week we didn't talk for like maybe like it was like 5 days or whatever. And then after the 5 days, she decides to call and she's like, hey, let's go out to we would call the skate ring. And I'm like, okay, bet we can go out to the skate ring and stuff like that. So back then I didn't have a car, so I'm like, okay, I had one of my sisters drop me off back then, and I was like, okay, drops me off, go to the skate zone, and we're skating together, hanging out, all that. wanted to be all up on me and stuff like that. And I'm chill. We were having a good time, and I thought it was a good time. Got her some food there, and we left and all that. And then the next day, she's like, "Oh, you want to come over to my house and hang out and stuff like that?" And I'm like, "Okay, bet," because it's the weekend now. And I'm like, "It's Saturday," and I'm like, now I didn't have a car still, so I had one of my older sisters, because I have two. I had my oldest sister come and take me there, and basically I told her that I was gonna go hang out with some friends near the Safeway and all the other stuff, and I need you to drop me off. So she dropped me off. I walked over to Tay's place, and it's really nice. Really, it's really a small apartment building, and it was like an apartment building, but it was separate, so it was just one house, but like 3 floors or whatever. So I got into it. She had to sneak me in because there was a camera like right where you walk up the steps. So there was an elevator. You can get in the elevator and cheat the camera. So she would have me come in there, and we hung out, had a nice time and all that stuff. Didn't do anything freaky too much, like kissing, normal stuff like that. But I was still ninth grade. I was an angel. I didn't want to permanently damage that at all. So didn't do any of that. But that's probably why I lost her. But after that, said goodbye, all that. We hung out for like 5 hours. She decided to tell me maybe 2 days later after that she was like, yeah, like 10 minutes before we went to the skating ring, that she messed with another guy. And I'm like, yo. So as a ninth grader, I'm just like shocked. I'm like, bruh, what? Like, she's like, yeah, it was S. And I'm like, bruh, it was S, the same guy we just talked about. But basically I told her, I was upset, like any ninth grader was. But I told her, it's not that I've never been a person to leave you, even though you may have done me wrong. I never leave you like that. So I just told her, I just need some time to myself. Like, I'm still gonna talk to you. I'm still gonna text you and all that stuff. I just can't have a relationship with you right now. I just need to, build it back up. And she didn't like that. She didn't like that at all. So literally anytime I would check up on her, she would just curse me out and everything, just say everything bad about me, just say like I was never there for her and stuff like that. But I still appreciated her. At the end of the day, when she was in my life, she was one of the best girls that I've had. So I'm not gonna complain and diss her at all. I think she was one of the amazing girls. But the moral of the story is, you just gotta be careful. It was my fault, as I would say, probably because, I was not a ninth grader. I wasn't trying to, do anything super sexual. So that's probably why she chose him over me. But that's totally fine with me. I became an angel, and I was still an angel to this day. So we don't keep it doing. But the moral of the story, keep your head up, keep it straight, kings. Don't focus on the girls. Focus on, the money. The girl's gonna come with the money, bruh. So I hope y'all enjoyed that, and y'all have the rest of y'all day.